Hey guys, moving on to the the mulberry cuttings or graft, grafted mulberries. Some of them are starting to leaf out or bud out. There's a little bud on that one right there. You can see it on the right side starting to come out. Cherry grafts are doing good. Got that bud on this one right here that's really swelling. It's got the leaves coming out. And then this one down at the bottom of that one is about to break open. You can see the grapes and willows are looking good. These willows are starting to catch up to the other ones now. The ones on the back there, you can see they've put out a lot of them have put out flowers. Need to remove those off just so they'll focus on creating some nice healthy roots on there. A few of the grapes are got some leaves on them. Let's see. There's one right there. It's got some green growth coming out. A bunch of them have some of the leaves starting to poke out. You can it's kind of hard to see exactly where they are, but a few over here have got some leaves that are starting to just barely poke out. It's like these pomegranates died over here, but they're coming back from the roots. That's one right there coming back from, this is the main stem kind of right here, that curvy thing, and that was the main stem right there on this one, and it's coming back right here from the roots. And it may, the top may have survived. Just looking at some of the buds, it's hard to tell, but that pomegranate, the far one right there, is actually leafing out. So is this one, this bigger one right here. I can see some of the leaves starting to develop on it. So not all of them died back to the ground. So that's pretty encouraging, especially how small they were. Because I have a bigger one that didn't die back as much, but it's when they seem to be a little bit bigger, they're a little more tolerant to some cold damage. Like this one, you can see. Pretty sure it's not sprouting back because the bark's just totally coming off. And so it probably, if it comes back, it'll come back from the roots down there. But don't see anything yet on that one. So hopefully they'll all come back from the roots for the ones that the tops died on. See, this is new, I think, from last week. I meant to say how long I had spent at the beginning of the videos for this week, but I think I spent about 2 hours this week, and that pretty much all that time was it was probably more like an hour, honestly, but I had some leftover rootstocks from some apple rootstocks. They're all seedling rootstocks, so they're all different, and I cut them back. Probably buried these a little too far, but probably need to come in here and like that's one right there, and yeah, I definitely probably buried these a little too far. Maybe not though, but the ones over here that are sticking up a little more, they look better. You can see like this is one that's sending out all this new growth right here on the sides from all these buds. Like this one, it's already sending up some new growth from all these places. So I just plan to cover that with soil and kind of do what's called the stool layer, which is you kind of, or I may, if I can get some leaves or something, but it may be hard to kind of get leaves, so I may just have to use soil, but hopefully it'll mound up around that, and then it'll encourage the new shoots that come off of each one of these to also root, so that way you can kind of create your own rootstock. So hopefully that'll work out. Looks really good got a lot of them. You see all those little red spots are the new growth coming out, so it looks really good right now. These are the peach seedlings. Let's see, they looking good. There's a big fire ant mound right in the middle there. That's what that is. And a lot of seedlings just looking right here. Let's see if I can just kind of point out. There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. Another one right there. I think that's one in the back there. There's one right there. There's one down here. All hidden in there. I still need to probably take this big guy out right here, just a little more sunlight through, but might just be a spot where they aren't growing as just didn't have a lot of sprout from. Here's some big ones. I think this is this one right here, or maybe that one over there is probably the biggest one. It looks like a few of them are about that big, so it's pretty close. But so one beside it right here is looking really good too. A lot right there in the middle coming up. All those. So that's really good to see. This was that older one. It's kind of, it looks like it may have just been bud damage because it looks like it's starting to send off a bunch of shoots and still growing. So it'll be interesting to see what happens if it does anything or just kind of putters out. And that was that one that kind of sprouted first, but just stopped growing from the top. But like we were talked about last week, it may have just been that bud got damaged. So really glad to see a lot of those doing really well. Putting on some good healthy growth so far. These pomegranates. I saw one that was coming back from the roots. Oh, this one's budding out from this one. The limbs survived. You can see those red right there on the limbs are from where the leaves are coming out. So at least that one branch made it. It looks like yep, I see some red on these smaller branches too coming out, I think from new leaves. It looks like they're swelling. Yep, I see some for sure down the lower portion of this smaller side branch, so that's good. Be interesting to see if certain ones, how they do. Don't see anything on that rabbit chewed one. This one's coming back from the roots, you can see. Right there's the new growth coming up from the bottom. I don't see any leaves on that one. This one looks like it's gonna probably have some of these branches survive. Yep, I do see some spots on this branch where there's a little bit of red from the new growth, so it looks like a few of those limbs probably survived. At least this one right here looks to be doing okay. That one kind of, you can see, is kind of split right in the middle, so it'd be interesting to see how they do. I can't tell for sure that one's gonna make it, but looks like it's got a spot from some new leaves, so hopefully it will. I'll go check out these other two over here. This was the one that did I had put the mound, I built this mound around this one first, so it had a longer chance to kind of get bigger. Nothing sprouting yet that I can see. No leaves or anything. I don't see anything at the base either yet. Nothing on that one, so hopefully they'll hopefully at least all of these will sprout back from the roots if the tops didn't survive. But I guess we'll find out and see soon. I'll see you guys in the next video.